leaders, let me give 2 minutes. 2 minutes to, if you want to remind anybody, you can go check there on the participants and see if any of your manager is not there yet, and you feel like, hey, this is a manager that needs to be there. You can inbox them, you can give them a buzz and say, we have actually started, and we are gonna kick it off. All right. So remind anybody that you need to remind. Let me use this time to pause my recording.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, so that I don't have trouble later on to start editing, because I'm not gonna edit. I'm just gonna upload it as it is. And we can also use this time for us who are early to start brainstorming in our minds and to start getting our minds ready to learn. And I want to ask a question here, amazing leaders. How many of us here have already set their business goals for 2026? Maybe you don't have all your goals set, but at least you have set your major business goals for 2026. How many of us? We have done ours already. And can I share something for couples? If you're working as a couple, I mean, couples are different, and I'll tell you the way we do it. I know couples are different. Everybody does their own way. But for us, when it comes to goal setting and the things that we want to achieve, we normally let everyone set their own goals and write down what they want to achieve on their own, and then we come and put our up. So it's not like we sit together and we start brainstorming together. Okay, we brainstorm in a number of things, but when it comes to goal setting, everybody sets their own goals, and then we put the goals together. And I find that to be very helpful for us, because then I can think freely. I can write down the things I want, the crazy things that I want, without getting a look. She might write something and I'm looking at her like, hey baby, are you serious? You're writing that? Or I might write something and she's looking at me like, come on, why are you thinking that way? You gotta be more aggressive or more serious. So it kind of, everybody does, and then they do it. So how many of us here, if you already have your goals set? Thank you so much, Emmanuel Combo. Done. And I know some of you had an opportunity last night to participate on the goal setting session of Eric Worre, and I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, that was intense. We were given a 71 pages workbook for setting your goals. 71, guys, like 71, And if a number of you are gonna excite me on the chat, I'm gonna send that workbook on all the groups, so that you can have the workbook. You can use it to set your own goals, because it guides you in setting your goals, not just business, life, habits, and everything. And then it also guides you on how you can help your team also to set goals. So I'm excited, because we went like very fast last night with Eric Worre, and so now I have to now go to the workbook and start going deeper myself, so that I can be able to come up with it. Who would love to get that workbook, by the way? If you'd love to get a workbook, let me see number 1 there on the chat. If you'd also want to get that workbook, let me see number 1 there on the chat, and then we'll definitely arrange for you to get the workbook. If you'd like to get a workbook, let me know there on the chat. All right. Okay. I'm noting those who are saying number 1. I should only send to their inbox, or I should just send to everybody. I don't know. Yeah. One of the things that Eric Worre also challenged all of us is on the importance of being fully participative on the meetings. So amazing leaders, if it's time to put number 1, press that number 1. If it's time to put fire, put those fire emojis. Yeah. So all in all, we are definitely gearing ourselves up for bigger growth. We are definitely getting ourselves ready to achieve bigger things. And I can assure you, 2026 will be an amazing year. We are really getting ourselves organized in a much bigger, better way. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. All right. Let me fully get started right now. I'm going to press back the recording.
Recording in progress.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, amazing leaders in the house. I hope you are fully ready. Well, as I normally say, ready or not, we are going to get started. So, why this meeting? Let me first tell you why this meeting. Where did this meeting come from? As I mentioned earlier, this meeting was kind of ad hoc. Yes, we have been having ego refocuses, but not really focused. But this one was kind of ad hoc. And this one came about because we noticed a challenge. We noticed a challenge. Let me say not we. First, it was Dr. Eliza. She's the best tracker in the world, guys. If you want to know how we managed to follow up on all those things, because I've got her. She's the best tracker in the world. She tracks everything, guys, except my kilos, which I'm happy. Otherwise, she could have been depressed by now. So, upon tracking, we noticed a problem, a major problem that if it's not addressed, and I'm not being negative, but a number of you will fail to be egos. A number of you will fail to be egos. A number of you will fail to be egos. And you could have been an ego if Forever just added one more month for you. You could have done it. You could have been an ego if you got a wake-up call maybe just 2 months before. You could have been an ego. Hence, we are having this wake-up call when it's 4.5 months before we finish ego. 4.5 months, because we're in the middle of December right now. 4.5 months. That means we are almost done with 8 months of ego. Now, I want to start, really bring it on your face on about the importance of you being realistic. The importance of you being realistic. Do not believe, even a little bit. Do not believe. Don't even comfort yourself. Don't be too positive. Don't pamper yourself. Don't assume that miracles can happen in 4 months, right? While you are doing the same activities that failed you for 8 months. While you are doing the same activities that failed you for 8 months, please do not expect miracles in 4 months. It cannot happen. It cannot. The only way you can have miracles in the remaining 4 months is if you make a complete turnaround of your activities. You need to change completely. And for some of you, maybe you don't need to change. Things are okay. But for a number of you, something has to change. I mean, we looked at people that are doing so well on their total CCs, but they are so low on their new CCs. Very, very low. Some have got 5 new CCs. Some have got 2, and the total is okay, but the new CCs are so low. And that was a big, like you get hit on your face, or rather, let me say, slapped on your face, like, Enos, wake up, go deeper to these people. They look that they're going to be egos, but they may fail to be egos. Wake up, Enos. We got that wake up call. And then we observed something else. A number of you, you have 0 supervisors. A lot of you have 0 supervisors. Some of you are okay with new, you're okay with total, but you have 0 supervisors. Now, we also have some of you seniors and above. You are doing fantastic. You and you are okay. You are supervisor, you've already done 1 maybe, you're not so bad. Your total is definitely fine, but your downline ego manager has got 0 egos up to now. Now, if in 8 months, you cannot create even a single single supervisor, if in 8 months, you cannot have 1 person to do 10 CC, guys, 1 person in 8 months, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. And if we don't get that wake up call, this will be a missed opportunity for a lot of you. And as I said, guys, as I'm saying, I am not being negative at all. I'm not being negative. As a matter of fact, I'm being super optimistic. But I don't want to be, blindly positive. I don't want to say things are just going to happen. I know they're not just going to happen. I mean, if they were just going to happen, they could have shown the signs by now. 8 months is enough to know whether someone is going the right direction or not. So hence this meeting. When we looked at those figures, we said, oh my God, we are about to lose a lot of egos, simply because we failed now as leaders. Now we took the responsibility simply because we failed as leaders to enable, to remind as many people as possible. And can I say something just in case there's someone here who is super negative, just in case if there's someone who is super negative here, let me just say something. We are okay with our ego. Like, we just need 3 lines, guys. That one is done and dusted. This is not for us. This is us making sure that you smash your ego, manager. Our mind and hearts are fully on you. We want to make sure nobody misses ego because, us as the leaders, we failed to give them a wake-up call early on. Hence this meeting, guys. Hence the reason for this meeting. Now, as of right now, let me say as of the end of November, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, as of the end of November, 7 months, you are supposed to be on 420 cc's. Now, if I could ask you, if you have not done so, can you check on your 360, how many total cc's do you have right now on your 360? And today I'm feeling very nice. So if you don't have 360 and you're in my team, you tell me, Enos, I don't have 360. Can you check my status for me? Only today. I'll be nice. So I will send you a total only tonight, because I'm from listening to a very, very spiritual video. So I'm feeling like, so 420 as of right now, by the end of November. Now, I want you to think for yourself and also for your team. Super important. New cc's, you are supposed to be on 58 cc's as of the end of November. 58 cc's. So if right now you're on 2, that means you're in trouble, big trouble, because those 100 cc news are going to be a pain for you. And can I be very blunt here, guys? Sometimes it's easy to play around total. I mean, you're a manager. You can buy 25 cc's on your name and you'll be okay. You can buy 25 cc's on your name. But when you need to buy 100 cc's new, when you need to buy 50 cc's new, we are talking about assistant supervisor price, guys. And sometimes there aren't even people to buy the cc's on. And I'm being very blunt because sometimes, hey, when things like, when the rubber hits the road and things are tough, you think in all the possibilities. 58 cc's. And by now, you should have at least 2 supervisors. For us to say you are on track, you need to have at least 2 supervisors. So worst comes to worst, let's at least have 1 supervisor. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because you need to start changing that direction, not from January, from December. You can challenge yourself and say, hey, this month of December, I want to make sure that I get done with my 1 supervisor. I don't want to start the new year with 0 supervisors. You can challenge yourself. You can literally, push yourself, recruit this month, you understand, and create a supervisor this month. You can actually do that. You can achieve that for sure as a manager. So can you challenge yourself to say, hey, as I'm closing the year, let me at least smash 1 supervisor. And can I say thank you so much for those who are very honest and sharing their challenges, that I don't have supervisors. Yes, by you saying that, I can tell you have already informed the universe that you need supervisors and you're going to get those supervisors. Now, some of you, the challenge is not supervisors. Some of you are new managers and your challenge is to bring the volume. Your challenge is to increase the cc's. Some of you right now, you are operating on an average of 100 cc's, that you need to do 100 cc's in order for you to smash your ego manager. And you are scared right now. You are freaking out. you cannot even imagine how can you move from 30 cc to 100 cc. Some of you, that's your challenge. It's not supervisor, it's not new, it's your total cc's. Some of you, that is your challenge. And that's one of the reasons why we've had this meeting, because we have got people that have grown crazily in a very short time. And I hope and pray that their growth will give you a reason to say, you know what, if they could move from 30 cc to from 4 cc to 100 in 6 months, I can also have the crazy growth that I am looking for. So this is definitely a wake-up call for you to smash your ego manager. This is not a give-up call. This is not, oh my God, call, I'm done. No, this is a wake-up call. I was listening to Joshua Selman, and he was talking about why people fail with consistency. And I'm tweaking that message a little bit, and I'm saying why people fail to achieve their big goals. It's because of one major thing: over-dwelling on their past. Over-dwelling on their past. Over-dwelling on their past. Whether it's a good past or a bad past. If it's a good past, guess what's going to happen? If you're over-dwelling on a good past, you're going to be complacent. You're gonna have pride. You're gonna say, oh, come on, Enos, how dare you inbox me telling me about a supervisor? I mean, I can create a supervisor in a day. Enos, go follow up on other people. You can have pride because you're over-dwelling on your past. You're looking at the past success you've had, and that is making you not to be humble enough to say, you know what, I need to wake up. Over-dwelling on your past. And some of you, you'll be over-dwelling on your negative past. You'll be beating yourself right now on your head and saying, oh my God, 8 months, and I could not create one supervisor. How can I create 3 supervisors in 4 months? I mean, come on, Enos, you always talk about being realistic. This is one of those times where you need to agree with me that this is not going to happen. You are over-dwelling on your negative past. And because you're over-dwelling on your negative past, guess what's going to happen? You won't push as much. You won't believe as much. You won't be creative. Can I tell you, one of the secrets to being creative is you having faith. If you don't believe, there will be no creativity. One of the secrets of you being energetic is you looking forward to a better future. So we need now to look at the past, learn from it, get a wake-up call, but we don't dwell on the past. We look ahead, and that's why we have got giants, guys. We've got giants on this meeting. We've got leaders. We've got people that have actually done it. And each of these people is an incredible, incredible transformation. All of them. And I hope and pray that their journey, and I'm going to ask them a few questions, but I also want to be very, very, very open and flexible to even tell them, the panelists, that if you feel I've not asked you the right questions, if you still feel like, Enos, I know you've asked me to talk about this, but I also want to talk about this and this and this, please, the floor is open. And for the rest of us that will be listening, if you want to learn more from these people, if you want to get to in their minds, and if you want to really understand more about what's happening to them, hey, I invite you to ask questions on the chat or at the end. And I was thinking, how best should I do this? Should I go, randomly, one leader to another, or we talk to one person and we are done with that one person, and then we go to another one? And I thought, in order for us to have the continuity of thoughts, not just from me, but also from the leader, in order to have the continuity of thoughts, and in order for us to really maximize on, sponging in the wisdom from that leader, I thought I'll go one leader at a time. And then I was thinking, now, where do I start? With one leader at a time? Where do I start? And I said, maybe I should go alphabetically, because all of them are just absolutely amazing. Maybe I should go alphabetically. And then an idea came to me and said, no, I'm not going to go alphabetically. I'm going to start with someone that finished Ego, the first one to finish Ego Manager. someone that has possibly set a record. And I'm saying possibly because I have not looked back at history, but deep down, I believe this person has set a record. And her journey with Forever is simply incredible, simply incredible. And by saying that, I'm going to invite our first panelist. She is an amazing, powerful leader. Amazing, powerful leader. One of the things that I really love and really admire about her is the way she is eager to learn. Her learning attitude is next level, eager to learn, because that's where everything begins. But not only that, another thing which I salute about this person is her work ethic. Her work ethic, absolutely incredible. Her focus, she's like game on in activities. Her push into the activities, and I'm talking about hardcore income producing activities, is absolutely next level. And I look at her experience with Forever. She has been with Forever. She actually has got two lifelines, let me say, with Forever. She had done Forever, she got success, she stopped Forever, and she came back. And when she came back, she didn't come back to try it out. She came back with a bang, and she pushed the business from the moment she started. When she came back, she recorded a video, and I saw that video, her holding a box of Start Your Journey. And when I saw that video, the way she spoke on that video, I underlined and concluded, this is not someone that is coming here to try out. This is someone that has made a decision. And I can tell you, I actually went to see her some days after she had been in the business. And I was like, the person that I'm seeing on Instagram and the energy that she's putting out there is just crazily big. Why? What's her push? Let me go find out. So I got an opportunity to sit with her and get to learn from her and listen to her. And she just confirmed to me that she is going all in. She's building a massive business alongside lots of challenges, countless sacrifices. And yet she's achieving things which are a dream to almost everybody here. And today I'm being too blunt. For some, it will be a dream or throughout. And for some, it is where they're going. It's their destination. So ladies and gentlemen, amazing leaders in the house. Are you ready to hear from not an ego manager, guys? This is a senior ego manager. So she became an ego manager in 4 months. In 4 months, guys, she was done with her ego manager. And then 3 months down the line, is it 3 or 4 months down the line, she created another ego manager in her team. Now that's massive. And I know some of you listening to me right now, you are like, how is that even possible? You're going to learn from her. But let our story just confirm to you that you don't need to give up on your goal, but let it boldly confirm to you, you definitely need to change something to experience such level of growth. So I'm going to welcome our senior ego manager onto the stage so she can share with us, her a little bit of her journey, but even going straight to, I'll throw in a question so that she knows where she can start with. I would love for you to start by talking to us about what's really pushing you. What is it that is pushing you, that is causing you to work tirelessly, that has caused you to, sacrifice, that has caused you to sometimes leave was it a few months? I don't remember how many months newborn to go build your business. I mean, all those sacrifices, there must be something pushing you. And then we'll go into the activity. So my leader, Ellie Giver Simon, warm welcome. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Let me say the floor is yours. Warm welcome, my leader.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Enos, our great mentor. I hope you guys are hearing me very well. Hello.
Perfect.
If you hear me very well, please say something. Thank you so much for an amazing. Oh my God, this is very good. an amazing introduction. I'm very grateful for that. And my name is Elgiva Godin Simon. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 3 boys, mommy boys. And by profession, I'm a skincare specialist and a certified esthetician. I own a spa that I've been running it for 8 years now. And I own a Give a Beauty Spa and Give a Luxury Hair. In a marketing plan of Forever, I'm a senior ego manager. I'm not used to that. I have to feel it, you know. So thank you so much. That's me. And let me take you back a bit of my story. I joined Forever on my late 20s, and I did Forever by then. Then after that, I went for a break. When I went for a break, I did Forever very well, and I became a manager. When I became a manager, I had some challenges, and when you are young and all that, and I had to start my own thing. And the money that I used to start up my other business was from Forever. So I can assure you that Forever it's an amazing business, So I joined. I did my other business for 8 years. Then last year, I had to analyze myself, and I asked myself, have like 4 extra hours in my business, and I wanted to work on those hours very well. And end of the year, of course, from November to December, it's a time for me. I always analyze myself in terms of what I want to do next year, what I want, the goals that I want for next year, what I want to achieve in terms of my business, how much I want to grow, and everything. So last year, I met my upline Warda. She came to my office and she shared with me one of the best product that is doing so well right now, for marine collagen. She came to my office and she told me, Giva, I would love to collaborate with you. We've come to this about this product, and I was like, wow, I've never sold skin supplements before, and let me give it a try. So when I went down and when I went down to read about it, it had a very good reviews about it. And when I was also thinking of how am I going to do this business, because by then I had a health issue. I gave birth my boy was 4 months. I had an issue with my joints. My skin was burned, and I didn't want to start a year with so many things. As in, my health wasn't good. I want to increase my financial. I want to increase my income, and I want to have. I want to leverage my business, and I wanted a business that will give me all that. I never thought of any other business apart from Forever. So I got an answer, and I said I'm going for it. And I told my upline that I'm going to do this business extremely well. I'm going to use my 4 hours properly. So that's me and why I joined Forever, and that's a little story about me. And let me go straight to the question: what is pushing me to achieve all these that I've achieved? Or what is pushing me? What is pushing me? It's my goals. When I joined Forever, I had a structure of what I wanted. I had a structure of how much I want to make. So, and this is because of my uplines. My uplines are very good on tracking, and uplines are very good on mapping. So I said, by then that collagen wasn't there. I will speak the truth today. So you guys, if you have a notebook, we better note it down. So because I also want you guys to to have the best of the best, because the ego refocus, you guys, I don't want you guys to miss it, because I've seen it, I've worked on it, and if you also work on it, God will help you to achieve it if only you focus on it. So I had a structure, and I was working hand in hand with my iPlan on. I joined November, end of November, and the December, I used to ask my upline, okay, what are the plans for next year? Show me the map. How am I going to do it? How is it going to happen? If I do this, what is going to happen? So I'm so grateful for my upline for showing me and for mapping for me. So that gave me sort of a vision of what I wanted, and the vision of how am I going to do the business. So here comes writing the goals down. My goals, they're the one who have put the goals that I had, they're the one who have been pushing me to do activities, to be more creative, to recruit, to have a massive sales, as in I sell to everybody who walks into my spa. I did so many things as in terms of so many activities. So I always say the bigger the why, the stronger the how. So that's all I can say when it comes to that question. I hope I've tried my best to, to make it short and clear. We can't, Enos, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself. I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I was saying, thank you so much for showing the power of goals, and also showing the need to work with the leaders and the uplines. And so I want to go to the second question with you. We have people here who have goals, and but they wish to start getting those CCs, and you have managed to grow very well when it comes to CCs. I mean, looking at where you started at the beginning of the year and where you are and where you're going to end, I mean, you have multiplied your business so many times. So I wanted you to share a little bit on what is it that you are doing which is causing you or helping you to get the volume, to get the CCs. And I'm looking also work with so many new people, because your team also has got a lot of new people, and even your new people are also doing massive as well. I mean, you have created an ego who started the business this year, February. So it means you have a way to not just get CCs yourself, but also to help your team get CCs. And I feel that is something that a number of managers here need, because someone now could be low on CCs and they want to grow. So they are looking for the numbers, the volume. So can you share some tips and ideas on how you are bringing in the volumes? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. One thing I should share is that last year, December, for those who are following me on Instagram, and that is before collagen, I used to sell aloe vera gel, and Actic C. By then, what I did is that I oversee myself that I know January, most people, they want to detox, most people, they want to look good, most people, it's like they're going to have a new me, new that. So by the time people are going for holidays in December, I used to push detox and glow, if you guys remember, detox and glow. So that has been helping me to oversee my January. And one of the things that I've been doing, as the activities I've been doing, they've been attracting my team. Why am I saying that? Because my in-law, who is the ego manager right now, she joined Forever. Actually, she signed in Forever on December, but she started doing the business on February. And when she came back on February, she told me, I've been seeing you doing these activities, and I see you're doing it so well. I want you to help me, show me how I can do it. I want to do whatever you're doing. You see? So on December, I did not stop doing activities because I'm waiting for other people to do it. I had to show whoever is joining my team. I used to be I used to be a leader, as in I lead by an example. I make sure I draw the mapping, and I show that person, if we do these activities in terms of, if we use social media very well, if you use your WhatsApp very well, if you talk to people, if you share the product, if you use the product, this is what is going to happen. So by doing that, I've been leading by example. I remember one of my managers, these my two managers, they've been watching me, and one who joined February, there's another one who joined me after when I became a manager. That is Eva Elson Kavumo, and my wife, Bina Timos. So the activities I've been doing, they've been attracting them to see this business. Oh, okay, I can also do that. Let me see how it is. Show us how you do it, so that we also do the same thing. So it's more of leading by example. It is more of being creative. It's more of using the product. It is more of sharing. It is more of wherever you go, you talk to people. You don't leave any stone unturned, as in you have to make sure wherever you go, whatever you do, you present yourself. I if I go to the mall, I make sure I don't go out without a number. If any client walks into my spa, I make sure I test the product. If it's aloe vera gel, if it's berry nectar, if it's Arctic Sea, and you can see I'm in my office. You see this? I have punches and punches. You know, these are empties. I do the testing for my clients. So I've been doing testing and testing and testing until the results comes. So when you see the big volume, they have not started. They have not started as just like that. It has been cooked. You know, I've been cooking my CCs, been cooking my system, and the result after being consistent from December non-stop to April. That's where my CCs, the results, you can see the results from, I didn't see any huge results from December to April. I started to see the CCs from end of the 1st of May till today. They have been growing and growing and growing and growing. And I've not stopped being consistent, posting on social media, being creative, and SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, we always look for the weakness, where the weakness is. That's where we penetrate. Like when we are doing the meeting with my team, we sat down and we said that, okay, what is it that people in Forever are not doing? They're not seeing this business as a massive big business, because we see it's a major business. It has a lot of money. How come these people don't see this money? And we came to realize that the weakness is people don't talk about the product. They don't use product. They don't want to be seen there on social media. They don't want to get tired. They don't want these heavy things. They want light things so that they can achieve. When you do light things, you also achieve light money. When you do heavy, you get heavy money. So I've been talking to my downlines, my team, about how Forever can give you money, how Forever can change your life, how Forever can take you from one place to another. And by doing that, my personal development has increased and my consistency is doing better, because I've been consistent for 12 years consecutive. If you check on my page, I've not passed a day without posting. And that is what my team is doing, because if they see me doing it, they also do it. And one thing that I'll tell you is that I support my team 100%. When I say I support my team, is I make sure if I see any of my team has posted anything on social media, I post back. I give a wow, that is very good. You're very creative. I always support. So by supporting that, I've been giving them sort of morale. And when they see me achieving, they see that, oh, if I do this, I'll be able to achieve this. And another thing is tracking. We are always on track, as in we oversee our business. We don't see our business, maybe we have a goal of achieving manager maybe in the next 3 years. I mean, the next 3 months. We always see after achieving manager, what next? So we always ahead of our game, as in if you after achieving my manager, make sure we close with more than 50 CCs, so that we start Kaplan there and then. So things like that. We are not afraid to tell our downlines, all my business partners, that after manager, you have to go straight to Kaplan. We are not afraid to tell them, because when you do that, doesn't mean that you're doing it for me. You're doing it for yourself, because there is, on the process, you get money. So we are open, we share, we're being creative, and we listen to each other. And we don't put emotion on business. The emotion on a business are two different things. We don't allow distractions, and we don't put emotion on business. We help each other by tracking each other's goals, and we stay online. I hope I've answered dialogue.
Thank you. Wow. I love the way.
Vingereza leo jamani.
Mambo ni moto.
Mambo ni fire.
Wow, I love the way you are really speaking from your heart. I really, really love that. Now I'm going to ask one final question, and then I'm going to move to another person. And there's something that you do with your team, which I see and I've observed, which is really amazing. And I wanted you to also bring it here. I see you moving with your team, but one difference that I'm seeing between you and sometimes other leaders is other leaders, I see them sometimes moving with their team, but they're not doing anything. They're just sitting with their downlines, whether it's managers or non-manager, just sitting there, comforting each other, hugging and saying, we're going to have an amazing future and all that. But I see you in action with your team. Can you share a little bit of some of the actions that you do with your teams, like the guitar thing, so that other people here can also understand that these guys, you're seeing only a bit of Eligiva here on Zoom. If she stands up, she is a tall, amazing. My wife is also here. Let me not say much. But you'd imagine someone like her being out there in the streets, and prospecting and really building the business the hardcore. Can you share a little bit of how you maybe organize those things, how you do those things with your team, so that other leaders can get an idea? Maybe tomorrow they can go somewhere with their managers as well. Yeah.
All right. No, Vinge, for those who are new, Yabani, Vinge means the English, because we are used to speaking Swahili so much. So today, let me drink water, my friend. So, one thing I should share with you guys is that we work as a team, and we hunt activities. Sort of, we hunt marathons. If there's any event, we hunt. As in, if Lena sees, or if any of in our team sees something that bring awareness of us being seen there, doing sharing the product and all that, we always make sure we attend the marathons, the exhibitions, and we go for guitar. Guitar means we go to the street. Street means there's a, I'm very tall by then, I'm 6'1". So you can imagine me 6'1" and walking through the street. But one thing I've realized that when you have strong goals, what happens is that you won't be shy, you won't fear anyone. You will go there with your team. So when you go with your team, you are showing them that you are also in the field. This will help them to know that if my leader is here doing this, I have to do the same with my team. So me leading with my team, it will help me, or it will help them to know that if we do these activities, we'll achieve this. As you see our leaders being achieving this. So if I do this with my team, it's a duplication. It's a monkey see, monkey do. So the activity that we normally do is we hunt events. As I said, we hunt events, and we make sure not only if I see an event, I make sure I put down the plan, we share the plan, we buy T-shirts, we make sure we get the product. And when it comes to the product as a team, what we normally do, we always say, okay, this time, since the event, we have 3 events. So Lena, you're going to bring this amount of products. Diva, you're going to bring this amount of products. And Eva, you're going to bring this amount of products. Rin, you're going to bring this amount of products. So we divide as a team. And we make sure we have brochures and our business cards. So there are people who are going to do sales. There are people who are going to do hunting contact. And as usual, monkey see, monkey do. When you go to the street, we go to the shops, people who are interested to do the business. When you go to the shops, we don't go wearing normal outfit. We go there wearing Forever Living T-shirts to make sure that people get attention and by listening to us. There was a time we used to go there to the guitar, and people used to not listen to us because we are just wearing normal outfits, and people was like, "Are you clients, or you're just people want to ask for something?" But if you wear uniform, people tend to listen to us more. So these activities with my team have been giving me massive results, because I lead by example. We are not afraid to go out there and talk to people, because as you know, our business is it's a word of mouth business. If we don't talk, if we don't use the product, if we don't share the product, if we don't advertise, as in use the social media very well, if we don't give out brochures. There's nothing that you'll be able to get. So that is what I've been doing with my team so far.
Okay. Wow, wow. You know, one thing that I'm feeling right now, I wish we had like 2 hours only with you so we can get to understand everything. But, I want to say, first and foremost, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being very, very open and really sharing exactly what you do and the mix of your online presence. I know you're very big online, lots of followers, but you didn't just sit there and just wait for you to do business with your followers. You're also out there in the streets, guys. When I say in the streets, I mean really in the sun. So don't just think they are only going for those nice classy events all the time. No, they go for those, but they are also out there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I believe we have gotten a lot of value. And for the rest of us that have listened to Ellie Giver before I let her go, I want to give you a moment, few seconds to decide or to pick one or two things that you say, you know what, I'm going to implement this. I'm going to take this. It could be you going to the post of your teams. I mean, I'm very bad with that. So I'm going to start going to my team when they post and I say congrats on their Instagram. It could be as small as that, but it comes with something bigger. It could be you working with your team in whatever way that you describe as working. So before I let Ellie Giver go, and first of all, I believe we all owe a lot of massive congrats to Ellie Giver for really opening the way she is building her business and the way she has built the business. So let's give her some massive fire. And as you are giving the massive fire, don't forget to pick one or two things that you are going to implement. Because if you're not going to implement, then it's useless. So pick one or two things that you're going to implement so that you make sure you get value and that value translates to CCs. At the end of the day, you need CCs, right? So I'm going to pause for a few seconds to let you think and decide and pick one or two things that you are taking from Ellie Giver, all right? Okay. So thank you so much once again, Giver. I truly appreciate your time and you really opening yourself and sharing with us what is it that you have done when it comes to you growing your business and the activities that you've done. So we move on to the next one. And I hope we all have given enough fire to Giver there. Once again, thank you so much, Giver. Truly appreciate. And thank you and keep the push. I know you are working crazily hard right now as you achieve one goal, you said another one. So let me go to another giant. Guys, today we only have giants in here. Let me go to another giant. And this giant has smashed this year, like totally smashed this year. Last year, his business was really low. I remember when he went for managers convention, I don't remember if it is this year or last year. He went when he was very low. As in, he could barely afford just to be at the managers convention. He could barely afford to be at the managers convention. And right now, he has grown to hundreds of CCs. He smashed his ego manager very early on. And he has also moved from a manager, and he had been a manager for quite some time, and is now a senior manager. And he has created, if my memory is correct, is 3 lines of managers. If I'm wrong, he'll correct me. So what I want him to come and talk to us about is on his strategy on creating managers. Because if you know how to create managers, it means the people you are recruiting now, you can know how to work with them so you get them to manager, and that's definitely going to boost your CCs. So, ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters in over here, please help me welcome another ego manager that we have here, and also he's a senior manager, Mr. Damadastan. Karibu sana, warm welcome, Mr. Damadastan. And we are excited to learn from you. We are excited to get to your mind, to get to your heart, and I would love you to, to go on and talk to us about your strategy of creating managers. And if you want to start with your story, you can definitely give us your story in line with growth, in line with what a manager needs to hear so that they can also believe, appreciate, and go for growth. So Damadastan, my brother, you're welcome. You're welcome. And as Dama is coming on board, I used to joke with him, guys. Sometimes I have bad jokes, honestly, bad jokes. And I was telling Dama one day, my man, you have worked so hard, you've got 6 packs, but the only problem is you don't have CCs. And I know those 6 packs, they are not going to buy you a car. School, the head teacher, whatever, of your kids, and say, hey, I don't have money for tuition fees, but I have 6 packs. You allow my kids to come to class, your kids will be thrown out. So now he has really slapped me on the face because he has done 6 packs and he has smashed CCs bigger than he had ever done in his entire life. So he's on a level that is new even to himself. Totally amazing. So Dama, my brother, much respect to you, and the floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, my leader. Thank you so much, and I can say thanks a lot for giving me a chance of explaining a little bit about a business. It's a privilege to me being here in this group. So I'm going to share a few things about how I create those managers in my business or in our marketing plan. And before I start sharing that, I think most of these people in this group, they know me. And for those who don't know me, I just a person like if you have seen Veronica presentations or Saidi presentations, you have seen like he's explaining like Dama is among those people who didn't go to university. Yes, they was telling me like even I was telling them I didn't go to university, but I can assure you, if we are doing the business of like contacting with people, I will achieve those levels people they have in the business, no matter what. Okay. So I want to go direct to the question you asked me. As we all know, we are no longer remaining younger in this business, and we are no longer getting those things by dreaming. We have to work on it. So if we know that, without focusing, building leaders, we are being for sure we are being in trouble. Okay, and we know because we are not having the same energy as always. Okay, so to my side, I remember this year on February, that's the time I used to go to managers convention in South Africa. And I used to go in managers convention because I wanted to get like an extra energy to push my business. And those times I go to the managers convention, and I was telling myself, I will go this managers convention because I want to transform myself. So in that meetings, those meetings are going on. Those in that time in the managers convention, I was telling myself like, and we all know, if we're doing this business, we have those people surround us. They are looking at us, and if they are not seeing any transformation from you, people definitely they cannot join in your business. We're just showing you like that guy, he's doing a business, but we cannot see the results. So I was telling myself, right now, I want to do massive, and I put myself like I want to work so hard in 5 years. 5 years back to back, I will make sure I get those results people they have. And I started with this year. So this is my first year. Then I'm left with only 4 years. Okay. So I know once you decide like that, first of all, you will start looking at your old team those teams you have, those people you have. So to my side, I started looking to those old team, those people I have in my team. And I used to identify those people. Like, I want to start with those 5 key legs in my team, in an old team. So I used to choose some people in my team. So I identified only 2 people in my team. And I said myself, I will start working with these people. But once I start working with those people, and I was telling myself, without being in front of them, without showing those activities I do, without showing the results on my side, I know even them, they cannot work so hard. So I started, I identified those 2 people and I started working with them. And the only thing I said myself, I want to recruit more people. So even if I will be working with those old people, I will make sure the new team also bring the CCs in my side, because it's my second time to qualify Ego Manager Incentive, and it's my first time to qualify Kaplan, and it's a first time being a senior manager in my life, and it's the first time owning a 6-pack. So Enos, you're in trouble, my brother. And this thing I will put in my slide always once I explain, like, I'm a senior manager, what, and I will, the last slide must be owner, the only owner of 6-pack. I must put that one. Okay. Then basically, I focused with those old people, and what some activities I used to do with them, like, because those people I focused with them, some people was not around my areas, like around Dar es Salaam. Those people, I was far from Dar es Salaam, so I used to explain to him, like, this year I want to focus with you because I have seen your struggle. I have seen, like, you are pushing CCs, so I want to work with you until you achieve a manager level. So I started with one. Engineer Mlelwa. I started with that guy. He's living in Mwanza. So I started doing some activities with them and mapping the CCs, like, we must finish this manager no matter what. And the best way to finish this is CCs. And I said, for this CCs, we cannot go manager. So right now, we can start recruiting more new members in our team. And once you identify those people and you tell them, like, okay, my guy, make sure we go as a competitor ourselves. And if I recruit 4 people, you recruit 4 people as well. If I recruit 6 people, you recruit 6 people as well. So we started like that, and basically I tried to go with them and continuing tracking the CCs. That's where the CCs. The time I worked with him, and remember, we was competing to recruit people, and I wanted to compete recruiting more people, because even to my side, I was looking for those new CCs and those supervisors in order to achieve that Ego Manager Incentive. So I focused with those team members, and for those people who are very new in the business, I used to teach them about the basics and the product knowledge, and focusing on a certain product. You cannot focus with all products in Forever Living, because you cannot be like people, they cannot identify you. What are you doing in the Forever business? So you must focus with some few products, and you will sell other products as well. But for me, I used to transform, like to tell my team, like, you must focus with this. So I used to tell them, you must focus with the C9, and you can focus with these products for men reproductive system, and this like skincare. Skincare is just not like a focus product, but this comes along what we was doing. Okay, so, and I used to tell them, those new people, like, if you want to focus with this C9, make sure you start recording the video yourself. Leaders, one of the mistakes we are making in the business, like, if you are using the videos of other leaders, that will be like a problem, because people, they'll be seeing those videos, and some people, they know those leaders, and they just say, I know this guy, so I want to call Dama myself. So I would buy the product from Dama because I trust, and he has this results. So make sure, if you have a downline in your team, tell her or him to record the video herself. So she will start getting the confidence, and also she will be very proud once she sell the products by using her or his own video. Okay, so I started by teaching them about the product focus. Then I used to record them the videos, and the second thing I used to identify those serious people. Those serious people, new business serious people, not old team, new business serious people. So I was identifying these people because I was focusing on those CCs as, you know, I heard somewhere someone telling me like, if you qualified some incentive in the business, even one, it will be easy to qualify for the second time. So I know then the problem will be new CCs in Ego. Many of the people, the problem will be new CCs and those supervisors. So to me, I used to say I must recruit a lot of people and focus with them. So in those people, I identified those new people I identified, and once you recruit a lot of people, you can get those people who are like having a pressure. They want to go very quickly to those new levels. So I used to identify those people, and I started working with them very close to make sure they go for the next level. And by doing that, I was showing a real example. So my old team was seeing me the standard in action. Okay, so that's how I used to even to make those old people to wake up and doing massive. Okay, the third thing, I invest to mindset, because strong beliefs create strong results. So that's how I do, because myself, as I said myself, I want to make more money. I want to transform my life. I want to show those people around me like this transformation to my life comes from forever. That's why I said I want to focus with this business, not anything for 5 years to make sure I get those results I want. Okay, then finally, I track the progress in my team in terms of CCs and celebrating small wins in my team. And even those people who are doing like 0.3, 1 CCs, I used to celebrate them. And another thing, I keep every focused consistent to those who are like who are looking for creating, those people who are looking to create another leaders in their team. Means those people I used to focus with the old team and the new team if they want to create more leaders. So I used to track even their downlines, like this downline can finish the level, this one can finish the level. So I used to do that and celebrate them as well in our group. Another thing, as a message, recruiting and developing many supervisors in your team, that's the only secret if you want a volume in your business. So to my side, I said, this supervisor of 10 CCs, like we was excited before, and right now people, they're thinking it's just normal. And if you are thinking it's just normal, you can transmit that one to your downline. Even their downline, they will be thinking it's just normal. Like supervisor for 10 CC is just normal. Okay, but once we receive this, we receive this marketing plan, we were saying this is like, wow, we'll be creating a lot of supervisors, and people, they are not doing as they say. Okay, so for me, I just focus with 10 CCs is something special in my business, and this is a game changer in my business. So I used to focus with creating more supervisors in my team. And if you are creating more supervisors, that's where you can get those 5 key legs to work with. So to my side, I finished the Ego, and I have 6 direct supervisors right now I'm talking, and I'm going to finish the seven supervisor this month. And I created 3 managers, and this month, maybe, probably, with good wishes, I will create another 1 manager. Okay, so I was doing this because I'm hungry and I don't want to entertain this life. And I know sometimes once you are walking in front of people, you are talking in front of people, they're just judging you. People, they are not taking, and not like, this guy is not doing business serious, so how can I listen to him and take notes? So right now I'm saying, like, I want to make sure if people are successful forever, even to my side, I will be successful as well. So getting excited with 2026 and looking forward, I will make sure I will achieve those levels. You know, the day before yesterday, we had a masterclass meeting, and there is a time, Enos, you called all Sapphire managers in front of the meeting, like telling them if they have advice to our diamond manager. And I was saying, and I used to stand up and go to Elgiva. Elgiva, she's seated somewhere with Wilbert, and I was saying, like, Wilbert, just imagine the day you stand in front of those Sapphire managers and you are among them. So, guys, to my side, I have nothing to add, but just focus with creating more supervisors. Enos, back to you, my leader.
Thank you so much, Dama. Thank you so much. I mean, I've taken notes. I was also putting some notes there on the chat so that everybody's learning along. And I'm sure you're all seeing the way success is not an accident. Okay, sometimes it is, but big success, it's never an accident. You can see the intentionality of the achievement. 6 supervisors, Dama. 6 supervisors. And I wanted to ask this question to give as well. I forgot about how she's also creating a lot of supervisors, because she also has got a lot of supervisors. And I want to come to you, Dama, on supervisors. I know you've already mentioned that one of the reasons you create a lot of supervisors is because you are focused on it, and you're not taking it like it's nothing much, you know. You're not taking it as a blah blah. You are really looking at it as something really amazing, that if we focus on, it can give all of us the success that we want. So you've mentioned about mindset, and the way you talk about it, the way you've talked about it to us, giving me an idea of how you talk about it to your team. So you've mentioned that as well. And you've demonstrated. I'm saying demonstrated. You didn't train your team go do activities. No, you demonstrated with yourself, and then they followed. So I just wanted to know, when it comes to creating supervisors, is there anything else that maybe you want to add that is maybe left out from what I have shared here, so that those that are here, because guys, as I mentioned early, this meeting is like trying to rescue people. I don't know, it's not maybe a very good vocabulary to use, but it's trying to give more people an opportunity to do it. And if somebody can have 6 lines of supervisors by now, with the 7th coming, maybe that person is going to end with 10 supervisors. And if someone does not have a single one, something has got to change. So Dama, I would like you to go how you created those supervisors. I'm assuming, but I don't want to just assume that. You mentioned about recruiting, so I know that's one of the things you have done very well. But if there's anything else that you want to add on how you have created those supervisors, so that someone can just take that idea and run with it.
Okay, my leader. So the way I created those supervisors in my team is, if you are recruiting a lot of people in your business, if you are recruiting a lot of people, all those people who are joining the business under you, they will not be the same. Okay, there are some people who are like they are very serious with the business. So even if you teach you show them, like if you are in this business, first thing, make sure you have a flows of numbers who are asking about the products, and recruiting also is the key. You know, those people I used to create as a supervisors, like those people, it's just I'm not creating a supervisors for only purchasing the products. No, I used to tell them, if you will be a supervisor with some 2 or 3 legs under you, that legs you will also focus with them to create. You will be creating those leaders under you, because it's very important to recruit people. Then it will be easy to you to work with them but not only purchasing the products. Once you'll be a supervisor, we will start like tracking the CCs for manager level, and we cannot go beyond supervisor without having downlines under you. So I used to tell them about recruiting and the best way of recruiting, and I was telling them, if you want to put an ad of, let's say, C9, or you want to put ad of, like, let's say, collagen, make sure those people who are coming asking about those products, you introduce them to be as a VIP members, and you show them how they will be getting a product in a discount. Okay, so that's the thing. So I was telling them, like, make sure you introduce this to those people, because if you're not introducing them, you will lose. If you are aiming to sell only without aiming to recruit those people under you, you'll be losing people. So I used to tell them, and they used to do as what I said, and they started recruiting those people. And once they recruit, then I show those people who are under them, like, once you move to another level, you'll be getting the products in a more cheaper price. That's what I was telling them, and was doing the same thing. And all of them, mostly, I think only one person, and mostly I used to finish it. They used to finish a supervisor, and with having a downlines under them.
Okay. Thank you so much. You have really dissected the system, shown exactly how you've managed to grow, but also to grow your team, how you've managed to create managers from leading by example, and each and every step. So thank you so very much, my brother. Thank you so very much. Our one and only owner of Six Packs. Thank you so much. But my brother, can you imagine if I get 6 Packs? Yes. You, I'm telling you, Rama Inchi. All right, so thank you so much, Dama. I truly appreciate that you've opened up your heart to us. You've opened up your mind. You've shared each and everything, and I know you have shared everything that will help people here to create those supervisors and to really build the business. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we're moving on to the next couple, to the next leaders. This is a couple, a powerful couple that has been working together for so long, and they've been building the business together for so long, and they've experienced it all. They've experienced the highs, they've experienced the lows, they've experienced achieving ego, they've experienced missing ego, not once, a number of times. So if you ask me, their story it can match to anybody here. If you're at a point right now where you feel like I'm giving up on ego, their story will remind you that, hey, this could be your first ego, just like they had their first ego. If you have done ego in the past, and for whatever reason, you failed being an ego for some time, and here we are, their story will remind you that actually you can still be an ego. Now, one of the things which is really powerful about this couple is on their ability to smartly analyze the business, smartly analyze the team, coming up with strategies that can help the team grow. And I know their senior ego manager, Giva, also mentioned about the mentorship that she was getting from them in the line of being shown the way. And sometimes as leaders, we fail in simply showing people the way. Sometimes people have the courage to go the way, but we have failed to show them the way. And they have shown great strength in showing people the way. Now, in this business, there is no way you can show someone the way if you have never walked the way. You can show someone the way if you have never been on that journey. And the growth that we are seeing in their team is starting with them, where they started and where they are. And one thing that I really commend and salute this couple is their belief in the business is next level. Next level. You see the commitment, and I'm talking about that commitment which hurts your pocket. Their commitment into making sure that they're at the center of forever. they're at the core of Forever, going out of their way to make sure that they don't miss an opportunity to be impacted by the big things that are happening in the world of Forever. You will find them there. And I know they go an extra mile. And that, for me, it confirms that this is someone that has seen the big picture. These are people that are committed to the business. And that's why they're ready to go all the way out so that they can learn. So we will get to learn here from senior ego managers. And I'm calling them ego managers because they work closely together. And then they inspire each other. They complement each other. And both of them, they've achieved massive things. And on the story, I don't know if speak. I saw first Safe on the video, so I don't know if you're with Wanda or not. But one of the things that I would love you to talk about is the journey. Wanda, I don't remember. I'll be honest. I don't remember which year you qualified Ego the last time. I've forgotten that, and I would love you to share that. And then fast forward today, because Ego Manager is not just on the volume. Your volume for Ego Manager, let me try to see if I can get it quickly. It is definitely big. You've done big volumes on Ego Manager, but you've smashed the supervisors as well. And I know in the past, one of the challenge was on the supervisors. And here you are, you've smashed the supervisors early on. And someone might say, oh, maybe because the supervisors are now 10cc. No. This same 10cc supervisors are a challenge to some. You know, you are on 1,200 cc's on your Ego. Salute on that. So my leaders, warm welcome, Wanda and Safe. Warm welcome, Wanda and Safe. Let me highlight your video so that everybody can see you. Nice. You can put on your video, and then I'll spotlight you for everybody. Who is that? Both of you or one of you?
We're all of us.
Yeah.
Hello. I have a baby here, so it is disturbing.
Hello, everyone. I hope we are super fine. So we'll excuse us a bit because we have a little prince here disturbing, breastfeeding sometimes. So
Nice.
I will just hide the video so that we can be comfortable together.
Sure.
You will just get everything from us, and it's going to be very, very powerful. So thank you so much for all attending this event. And first and foremost, I want to congratulate each and every achiever who started first. And really, you can tell whatever they have shared is something that they're doing, but very powerfully, they are achievers in the business. And it's not just by lucky, but definitely they are really doing the work. And so back to Warda, because the first question is, posted to Warda. So I'm just letting Warda to start, and then I'll take over. Welcome, Warda.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Leader Enos, for this invitation. I truly appreciate. I would also like to congratulate my fellow speakers who spoke earlier. Massive sharing. We took a lot of things from them, and I truly appreciate you all for sharing out all. Going to the question, last time I qualified for Ego was 2022. But before that, explaining that more, I just want to take us a little bit back. First time I attended the Ego retreat was 2015 at Cancun. And I saw a bigger picture from there. And I was just an assistant manager. I went with my upline who took me there. So I saw a very big picture. And from there, I remember I was just an assistant manager. And then the same month I came back, I make sure I smashed the manager. So because of that picture. So that picture stayed in my mind, and see that I'm in the right place, because just a bit of my story. Forever found me when I was employed, because I had so many, because some of my family members were in a very big position in the government. And I believed that with the education that I got, I would just got a very good post and life will be awesome. But things went otherwise. So I was so frustrated. I was so stressed. Even my colleagues, my former colleagues, they used to call me stress girl because I couldn't see myself where I wanted to be. So it was so stressful. So I started selling some small stuff from our local markets called Kariako, selling to my colleagues. And then I started traveling. And trust me, the time I started traveling to Dubai, my first trip to Dubai to take some goods to sell, I had no even a real capital because my uncle was doing business back then there. I took an opportunity for me to chip in there so that I can cut some costs and just start with anything. I came here with the I wanted to buy some certain stuff to sell, and then I came here and I found the weather was not conducive, so I just picked anything. A lot of stuff. I took you chargers, I took you phone banks, whatever. So I was so frustrated seeing maybe I wouldn't make it, but trust me, I thank God. In 1 week, I sold everything that I used to have there. Then I went back to Dubai. In just a month, I went again and started doing that. Then I used to travel to South Africa. For some reason, then I couldn't go back there. And back then, because I saw a big economy in Dubai, then I was interested to work there. So, which I was supposed to go by 2024 July. And a month before, I was introduced to this business, and I was so inspired by Enos because my first presentation to Year Forever, it was him. And saw that check of, the total income that they got that year was 205,000, total income. So I was like, Enos is coming from UDSM, just our local university there, and I'm from IFM, and this young gentleman has achieved this in these certain businesses I'm introduced to. That if these are true and this is a halal business, then I'm in for it, and I'm not gonna travel. So my family saw it as I was like crazy. Like, how could she postpone the post there in Dubai? Maybe the life could change, but I just believed in this business, and I started working in. And to make the story short, I started my journey there. 3 months later, I started to double my income. Then I worked for 1 year part-time. Then later I joined full-time. So since then, I've been working on my business as if it's like it is ending tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow might not come. So I always work like that because when I finished my assistant manager, like in 3 months, and then I struggled for like 10 months later, I couldn't finish my manager, but that Eagle Retreat helped me and come back. So every time my upline used to say like, hey, this person will quit for all this time that he had been working on this manager thing, and it's not happening. But I just saw the bigger picture. So then nobody would just take me out of that because I saw something in it. And one thing that I've understood is from training, like if you want something big, you need to help more people. You need to work for the incentives. So since then, I've been working for my incentives. I remember I missed the first Rock the Boat. I remember there are times that I had an average of 47 cc's, but I missed it. You understand? So maybe I failed to track. Maybe I don't know what happened, but I failed it, and it was so painful to see that you were almost there, but you couldn't. So there is no year since I became a manager that I did not work on Ego Manager. It's just maybe some things I failed to accomplish for some reason, but I've been working on it. And 2020, when I had my firstborn, of course, the year before, 2019, when I was pregnant, heavily pregnant, and we worked for Ego, we missed it again. And later, of course, we did it. Yeah, for the first time we did it. We are the only Ego in Tanzania, but we work hand in hand, as Grida said, we smashed it. So second year, I did myself 2022, and there is where I stopped again. I couldn't qualify. We worked for it, but it never came in. But the thing is, I kept on focusing and believing that with the right work ethics, with the work that we put in, there is no way we're not going to finish this. So we were patient enough to wait for the right time to come while building. So we did not sit just waiting for maybe this year will be amazing. No, but working in from morning to evening. I've been going to Qatar like nobody's business, as if maybe I was not. I remember I did my last one-to-one even the day before I was delivering with Give. I remember we were doing that. There are people that who joined. So hand in hand, I've been working with the team and myself to make sure things are going where we want to go. And thank God, in the I'm saying in the working, in the process of working, things will flow in. Right people will flow in. But that's what I can say for now. Yeah, thank you. I think I'm oversharing, but yeah. Your speaker is off, my leader.
There's nothing like an oversharing when you're a senior ego manager, my leader. And thank you so much for that. Now, I want to go to a different question a little bit, because we have seen your push, we've seen your resilience, we've seen the commitment that both of you, Safe and Warda, have for the business. Now, a question to both of you now is, you have got a big team of managers, and at the same time, you've managed to build your personal business. Your non-manager CCs this year are absolutely amazing, and you have done the supervisor. So it means you have found a way to balance between working with your managers. And I'm seeing the way you work with your managers. It's not like you created them and then you abandoned them. Giva mentioned a couple of times how they get to work with you guys. So I know they are working with you. You're working with your managers. At the same time, you are getting time to focus on your personal activities so that you can recruit directly and create those supervisors. So I wanted you to share a little bit on how you are balancing that, so that other managers that are here who are probably struggling with that balancing can get some ideas from you.
Right. Yeah, I think for the start, I think experience matters, and we always pick our mistakes, which we've done maybe in the past years, that has made maybe for us to miss some incentives that we've been working each year. So what we do, we normally create a timetable, which I remember we were told 60% you can use on your own and 40% for the team. So we balance that. 60% on us, so we start with us, then 40% on the team. So what we do, we share. They give us their timetable earlier before. We don't just suddenly we just do this. No, we just give each other maybe okay, maybe a day before, maybe out in the past 3 weeks or a week, we're gonna do this, have this meeting, then okay, we'll be there. So that is how we work. Sometimes we go there together in the street, searching for market. Because as you said, we give them the plans, we show them up, we can achieve this and achieve that. Then we go with them in the street to make sure that they know how to execute, to make sure the results are coming in, because we track the business daily. So every day because it's a business, so every day the result has to come. So we plan on that manner. We do 40% as make sure that we do our meetings, the launching and stuff like that, and then also we combining with the team. Yeah, that's we normally do like that. Maybe we can add something.
Yeah, I can add something. And for each and every leader who is here, what first you should focus on is building yourself before you build the team. So, I mean, a personal discipline creates team discipline as well. And duplication comes through that. So make sure yourself, if you build yourself better, and make sure your team align with that as well, so that you grow a lot of leaders. And that is easy to give them the task, and then following up on that, and following up activities, not just what you do, but basically what activities has been done and if they're done correctly. By doing that, you may find a lot of people in your teams have this ability to do stuff by their own, because Jim Rohn said it very well. You can carry, and maybe you do it a lot, maybe you can carry 3, but you cannot carry in your back. And that's what does to our network marketing business. If you understand that, then you'll know exactly, no matter how good you are, you must build yourself sure you have also good people in the team and create them to become even better than you. That's where managing the team, or maybe leading the team, becomes easier. But if you have a lot of followers in your teams and which they don't know what to do. Maybe they need you. They're very dependent. Sometimes becomes harder. And as you're growing a bigger team, the team keeps growing, and you have a lot of dependent people. What happens? Later, you'll be exhausted. You'll be exhausted because, it's hectic, it's hard work, and you see the business is frustrating because if you're not in a certain place, and nothing happens until you're there. So you must make sure you don't frustrate yourself. Every leader that you bring the team, or every prospect you bring the team as a new member, you must make sure you start building them from early on. That to make sure they master the basics, they become better, and align with the activities, giving them tasks, and as well as following up on what they're doing. You may find in the later on in the future, you have very few people that are dependent on you, which is very easy to lead the team. And yeah. So I don't know if.
Wow. Thank you so much. You've definitely nailed the core of what's going to help each and every one of us here to have the time to continue growing, because we have created independent leaders, and we see that in your team as well. And I know that starts from yourself, as you said, and then later it goes to the way you show them the direction. And the way you have shown them the direction, because I've seen that like with my own eyes, how you have shown direction to your leaders, and now your leaders are also showing direction to their leaders, or rather to their teams, and that's creating a fantastic duplication. So I wanted you to also talk a little bit on how you are maximizing on showing your leaders the direction, especially when I think about volume mapping and how you manage to show people to see the future. Because volume mapping is giving someone the possibility of a future, on how you manage to show people the future of their business, while that future seems sometimes far, but you manage to show them and they believe and they run for it. So how do you bring in the concept and the science of volume mapping and the art of volume mapping in leadership?
Yes, thank you so much. And I'll go first. Yeah, so a volume mapping removes emotion and replaces it with clarity. Always remember that, my leader. It removes emotions, because clearly you see what is possible, and clearly you see what is not possible by that time, and then you recreate what you want to come out of it. And it's very important in the early on, we set with the leaders goals, we sit down, we show them the way, but make sure before anything, align every goal with what the marketing plan can deliver. Because sometimes people get in the business and they're fully excited, but not well informed how the business can actually deliver to their needs, their goals, and what they can achieve. So first of all, we sit with the leaders and narrating, or unfolding the marketing plan, showing them what is possible, creating that bigger picture, and showing what Forever can actually do. And after that, according to every and single person, we sit with them independently. And then according to them, because sometimes you may, claim like everyone should go this direction. Everyone comes in the business must grow in the certain direction, but that is very wrong, because people come with different abilities, knowledge, understanding, and all that. So as a leader, you must spot all those things and know exactly in the plan, this person wants this and this, and how you can actually unfold the marketing plan for them with deadlines, or maybe timing, how they can actually achieve their goals. So very important, when you fully focus on your goals, what you do is you help a leader see the bigger picture. And then what you do is showing them exactly from small goal to bigger incentives. And this shifts the conversation from how hard it is, but then shift the conversation to what is missing, Sometimes when you don't unfold the marketing plan and people see like, okay, how do I approach the business? How do I do it? And then when you unfold the volume mapping, it shifts their mindset and thinking like how hard it is to what is missing, so that I can get better into that point and then move from there. So we thank God that is the number one thing we do first with every person joining our business. We sit with them, see their potential, and know exactly how to go with them and how to grow with them. So we do that, but one thing we do is not limiting their mind by showing them small stuffs. We show them bigger things, what possibly forever can deliver. That's what we do. And that's the big secret. Sometimes, you may measure a person by maybe thinking like this person will grow this way, maybe will grow small or little steps, but you don't know exactly what the potential of a person. So make sure you unfold everything and work with them with no limitation and show them what is possible. And as we are working with the leaders, we believe in them. That's what we do. We believe in their abilities. We believe in their goals, that is possible. Sometimes, people don't achieve things because you yourself, you set a goal with the leader, but you yourself look in the face, the way you talk, your words does not show that person if it's possible to achieve. But do you believe in whatever that you're setting on the paper, that person can actually achieve? Once you believe, that is going to show in your voice, in your actions, the way you work with them. And this makes them believe that my leader believes in me, and actually I can also deliver what this person is thinking of me. So that's it. And maybe what you can add.
That's all.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've actually reminded me a lot on the power of volume mapping, which we normally sometimes take very casually. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. And I can see the way you've really gone deeper on volume mapping and how you are using it to guide your team and to have that benefit. And honestly, one of the good takeaway that I got is having that general presentation, let me say, about what we can do as a team and the la. And then also understanding that the individuals in the team are totally different, and some need a faster plan, some need a more aggressive plan, and going with that. And that is simply absolutely amazing. So that is very well said. I hope my fellow leaders here, I hope you're all agreeing with me that these achievers, they are not achieving because it's just luck. No, it is not luck. There is God's grace. We all agree. We give the glory to God. And I hope you're also seeing the intentionality, being intentional. And I think somebody said success is intentional. It's intentional. And we need to be intentional about where we want to go and what we want to achieve. So on the same note of on the same note of leadership, I wanted before we end this talk, which is really adding a lot of value to me, and I'm sure the rest of you are getting value. If you're getting value, can you put number 1 on the chat? If you're wishing that we were face to face, in some islands where we don't have to leave and keep this conversation, for hours and hours. That's how I'm feeling. Now, leaders, Saif and Warda, I would love you to also talk about supervisors a little bit, on how you are managing to create supervisors, because I can tell you that's it might seem easy to some, but right now to a lot of people here. We are 147 participants. Thanks, guys. And we need you all to be on Eagle. So Warda and Saif, back to you. What has changed? What are you doing when it comes to creating supervisors? Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. First of all, I truly focus on recruiting. I do a lot of recruiting, and I show them the possibility of what they can achieve. So for now, since the marketing plan has changed, I show a person like how easily that person can go there, but also the advantage of her or him being a supervisor. So I go deeper on the power of her or him being a supervisor, and those things, when for a person, when they start making such kind of good profit, like around 61%, it makes a lot of sense. And just a small, I can say it's a very small goal, because I also show them this is a business. One thing which I've shifted also, what I can say is I'm trying to operate this business as just traditional business. I want them to think like, if you are in traditional business, what amount of money you can invest for you to earn maybe 2 million a month. So they say like, hey, this much, I'm getting this much and this much. And then I'm showing them in forever, just you being here, it's help you to making a serious income like that and that. So with the sale of this, it will make you this. Those are things that I normally share with them. And when they start, of course, we work with them closely. Yeah, we work with them closely to show them the content. We start from the script, everything, and we just make sure they get everything that they need to make sure they kickstart their business. So also, we just expose them to other people, like maybe they are knowledgeable on certain thing. We just expose them, but things. Thank God, we are good in sales, so it doesn't give me much difficulties or much difficult to help that person also make a sale. And as we said, we go with them. We don't just like tell them like we go with them to make sure they get the sales. We sit down, we make calls together to their potential people to make sure they kickstart, to make sure they start making money. We can go launches guitar together. Yeah, so whatever that's I am doing with them. So that duplication makes the sales. Every day we make sure we focus on sales. Then that person is smashing just in a few days. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Yeah, and maybe adding up on that, we also show them like the assistant supervisor is just a level to start, but not a level to be there and making profit. This is the starting point. So what we show them is, you can get a serious discount when you get to supervisor, but as well as you can add up to the volume, incentive when you sponsor new people, the bonus raises. And as well, we show them that this is the point where now you are starting your foundation for manager business. So we don't want you to remain in assistant supervisor for so long, because the way we look at you as someone who is going to be a manager very soon. So don't remain there. So showing them that this is not a point, that they need to make a step, that also makes them know that we are in a journey and we start moving things together and make sure we grow together. We like tell them this is the leadership position and this is the point we lead all our teams to be, because most of supervisors don't leave the business, but rather start building their business way on to manager level and beyond. Yeah, so starting point and where you can go build your business is supervisor level, not assistant supervisor. This is a starting point.
Yeah,
thank you.
On top of that, we just help also a lot of downlines who were just previous people, the old FBOs. We have helped them a lot to become a supervisor with this 10cc thing. So you can build a serious business in both ways, for new ones and the existing ones that have been there in the business that they think they couldn't do it. So we give them the belief. We work on them every day, talking with them in the morning, in the evening. Yeah, you can do this. Motivating them to make them believe that they can achieve that. And trust me, a lot of youngsters, they've achieved. And even this month, we have a couple of numbers of supervisors that they are coming in. So we can just it's us to help them to believe in that and work with them closely, and it helps a lot.
Yeah. And what's so exciting, even our managers, we have just talked to them and tell them the importance of creating a supervisor business, because when you have assistant supervisor business, your business is very unstable. So you can see every time we are planning with them, we talk to them and we just tell them, supervisor, create more supervisor. And it helps a lot, especially, for instance, this brand new ego manager has got 7 supervisors till now. As you can see, that's the focus. And this brand new senior ego manager, I've got 11 supervisors direct to her. So you can imagine, yeah, 11 direct supervisor. You can check there, my leader. You can, and I know you can see. You can see us everywhere. So you can just check 11 supervisors. Imagine. So it is possible, guys. It's possible. And That's it. We do with them. We want the team to embrace. Sorry, guys. We want the team to embrace this supervisor business. That's the focus. That's the way. And as I know, it won't come easier or early, but in the future, it will be the system. I believe that.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, the way you've connected and rewired your mind with supervisor is what's really, really amazing. And if that's how you as leaders have rewired yourself when it comes to supervisor, no wonder it's going to the team and the team is catching the same vision. Now, with that, I'm taking myself now to the last question to you, amazing leaders, is on how you, because I know you're very good with training, you are leaders, so you're not just busy moving around, running around, but you're strategic, you're transferring knowledge to them, you're transferring skills to them, you're transferring culture to them, you're transferring belief to them. And that happens not just out there in the streets. I mean, you use the boardroom here in the office a number of times, you meet up with your leaders. So I wanted you to talk a little bit about that, on how you train your team. If you have got a schedule of some sort that you follow so that others can see how they can also have an opportunity to transfer that, because you see, you've connected well with supervisor, and somebody else in here might have connected as well, and now they want to take that to their team and they don't know where to start. So how do you structure when it comes to training your team and transferring knowledge and skills to your team? How do you plan that? You have some weekly schedule, or monthly, or whether it's Zoom, it's physical? Is it something scheduled, or even if it's random, or it's okay, you whichever, but it's working?
Okay. First of all, we really focusing on the basics, especially on orientation. We make sure once a person, before even meeting them, most of them, we send them the your audio from YouTube. Like, you should start listening to this, then we sit down to discuss. Yeah, so we make sure we save time. So when we sit with this person, or at least he has or she has an idea of what is going on, then we use this beginners academy. They give them knowledge, but we normally do the orientation, the general orientation together, but also we focus on the needs of a certain group. We see this person, we're not tired like to sit with a person and start with them again and again and again to show them, like, this is how the meaning of this, the meaning of that, this is what it will take you here, this is what it will take. So we make sure they get full understanding about the business from the CCs, just like the way we were taught, like CC, 4CC, the levels, percentage wise. So we repeat the step to manager a lot of. Whenever a person gets into business, we sit with them in anyhow and we duplicate it in the team. So orientation is must within 48 hours. Maybe sometimes very little time, it might lap for like a week, but we make sure we do that. And also we book the venue. Sometimes people, they're not showing up, but we don't stop doing what we're supposed to do. The non-managers, there is a meetings for non-managers, and there is a meeting for managers in general. So even the managers, sometimes they don't show up, but we are doing it anyhow. But also we go at personal level to make sure this person is not left out. Even if he or she is not there, we can just make sure he get the knowledge, a certain knowledge on a certain thing, so that if she fails or if he succeed, it is him or her choose where you want to stand. But we provide all the knowledge, we pour out everything that we have to make sure this person is aligning with her goal, because he got the right knowledge, what he can go about. And as Safe spoke earlier, we teach people where big money comes, even if you did not get yourself, but we teach people about GEM. We really focus on that, the power of GEM, because with the investment that we've done, learning from global stages and all, we believe where the big money is. Our leaders there, we've already shown a way. There is a very big income that people are getting in the business. So we know it's a matter of you deciding to decide, then you can get to with the money that you want to get, anything that you can get. So we don't staff them with knowledge. We give them all. Yeah, and at personal level, at training level, but we make sure every now and then we do Zooms, a lot of Zooms. Most of the time we do a lot of Zooms. So it helps them to get to know what they're supposed to do or what they're supposed to go.
Wow. Wow. Sure.
We don't only teach our teams classroom, like maybe boardroom and whatever, but we are going to them in the field. So what can make people even understand things better is by experiencing everything. Everything. Your failure, your wins, your losses is very good, because when you go on the way, sometimes you do things and things are happening and people think like things are happening all the time. No. What you see is what is happening, but not all the time things are happening. Things are not happening sometimes. And, we get discouraged sometimes, we give up sometimes, but we want them to feel as well, because anyways, they are going to see or to meet the same result at some point. So it's better to see us as their leaders fail sometimes, struggle sometimes, and maybe sometimes not getting what we want. And it feels good knowing that this is what happens to the business. Sometimes results come, sometimes does not come. So what we do is, because we train them in theory, but then in field, like maybe one-to-ones, we work even with our managers. We are doing one-to-ones to our managers, especially those who have quickly managed to reach manager level in very short period of time. So we are working with them, doing their one-to-ones, doing the orientation for their people as well, training them. And we have the people also who are working, and sometimes they don't attend these trainings that we are doing, maybe Zoom or maybe physical meetings. We make sure they don't miss. We go and we make sure we sit with them and tell them what happened. Sometimes we don't have to be so conservative, guys. Sometimes we don't have to be so rigid, like thinking like, if he misses, it's okay. If she misses, it's up to them. No, we are, people change in time. Sometimes people change quickly. Sometimes people grasp the knowledge and do something quickly. But sometimes people, you may have a very good person, but then if you impact them slowly, later they are going to be a good leader in your team. So you must make sure you just become so flexible in whatever that you're doing. First, develop yourself, become better, because if you miss also to train yourself, become better, you'll miss some stuff to train your team. Now we have people in the team who are owning their own businesses. We have people in the teams who are working bigger positions. We have people who are older than us. But then if you miss a point of developing yourself, you'll miss a point to train these people. Okay? So we make sure we have everything, and we train these people. Sometimes we have these schedules for the trainings on Zooms. Okay? We have product session once a week. We have business building skills once a week. And then we have leaders meeting every week. We have leaders meeting, managers. Okay? We have categorized as well supervisor meetings and above in our teams. Sometimes these meetings, we do them on Zooms. We do them on Zooms, not necessarily for you to meet physically. Sometimes things get even harder because, it makes you even feel like, it's hard maybe going somewhere, maybe taking too much time. But in Zoom, just quickly, you can do that meeting, and just don't wait for it to be perfect. Just do it. Just do it. And you can see the momentum peaking, and you can see your business going. Maybe you have 1 or 2 people, just do it. Maybe you have 3, 4 people, do it. Not every time our meetings is full, guys. No. Sometimes we come to the meeting, we are the first one, and no one. We just wait, and people come, maybe 1 or 2. And then what? We wait, maybe 1 person, maybe 10 minutes more, but there are only 2 or 3. We train them. So you impact one by one. Now we have number of managers in the team, not meaning they're all grown up in just one time. No, one at a time, you impact one at a time. and later you'll have a bigger team that is independent, and you'll be excited yourself and see things are moving. And we are so excited for the 2026 because 2026 is massive, guys. It's massive, and we are all winning 2026, guys, because if we put in the work, putting these activities together, the momentum is so high and picking up, and we know that we are going bigger. Yeah. So for everyone, get this fire and make sure 2026 is going to be amazing for you as well.
To add that, thank you. To add that, sometimes it's not like consistent. We do the trainings, but whenever we see like we haven't trained like for a couple of weeks, then we get back. So we remind ourselves like things are not going well here. People are missing certain knowledge. So it's not like consistency we are on our schedule. Yeah. So it sometimes it's randomly, but we make sure it doesn't take too much time that in a month passes or 2 weeks passes without doing something. No, we do that with the team. Yeah.
We also have emergency meeting, guys. Sometimes you see the team not going well. You must make sure you do emergency meeting for a certain category of people in your team. Don't just let things, as you are looking at your business, you have to check it 360. You have to check it 360, not 360 in your phone, 360 in your business, like seeing it all and seeing what do I want to achieve right now and see who am I supposed to focus on. Because if you have a bigger team, the problem is you cannot work with all of them at once. Then you have to choose sometimes, like, what do I want to achieve, and what important activities do I have, who I'm going to train, and what am I going to train that can bring impact that I want at this moment. So don't worry. And sometimes to have emergency meeting, it's okay. It's okay for people, emergency meeting, we do them a lot, guys. Even the day before yesterday, I had emergency meeting with 2 people individually, not necessarily having a lot of people in the meeting. No, focusing on one by one. Especially my business have been grown by focusing one by one person, one by one, impacting one by one, focusing in one by one, and that can make it easier for them to grow. Because sometimes we focus so many group of people, and we just leave aside what is important for a certain person, which can help that person grow. Yeah. So a lot of it's a combination of a lot of stuff. Sorry. But you
my brother, let me tell you something, guys. First of all, thank you so much, because you have been, both of you, super honest and sharing it as it is. And I love the fact that you brought in the reality that not all the meetings are going to be exciting and amazing, and every leader here faces those. So if you are facing those, and some of you are going through that fire right now, where you're organizing a team CISO and you only have a few people showing up and you have empty seats. If you're going through that fire now, just know, even the senior egos go through that fire. And it goes not just with your non-managers. You see, it goes even with your managers. Even here, do you think, this meeting was sent to our team, but also the whole of Tanzania, the whole of Zambia, the whole of Rwanda, and the whole of Burundi. Those are 4 damn countries, guys, and we are 132. Definitely not everybody showed up. We started the meeting with about 26 people, and I was looking at the number and I'm saying, oh my gosh, Enos, something is going wrong. But you know what, leaders? As Safe said, if there's 2 people there, focus on those 2. And the only thing that's running in my mind right now is the 130 people I'm seeing you here on this meeting. The 130 of you that have chosen to stay up until now. And I'm only asking myself one question. What could be stopping you to become an ego? What could be stopping you to have an unbelievable growth in 2026? What could be stopping you? Is it mindset related? Is it skills? Is it leadership? What could be stopping you? Is it your past? And the bottom line is, we can draw a line and say, you know what, going forward, this is the new me. Going forward, be my focus. And before I wind up, I'm going to share a challenge for everybody here. Before I go to that, I really want to go back to the first speaker, Ellie Giver. And I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. You set the tone for the rest of the meeting. You were open. You were vulnerable. You spoke from your heart. So thank you so much. And we got lots of things from you. Dama, you followed through. And you went hardcore, Dama. You went mindset and you went skills, you went strategies. It's like lots of things were shared today, guys. Thank you so much, Dama. Then we came to Wild and Safe. Oh my gosh. You guys just nailed it. You nailed it. And I'm not speaking here as someone on the side who has brought leaders to inspire you guys. No. I want you to really get this, leaders. I'm not someone on the side watching you guys getting inspired. No, I'm inside this. I'm in this. I'm getting the inspiration. I'm getting the fire. I'm getting reminders. Did anybody get angry at some point because they feel they did not do their best? They could have done this, but they never did. If you got angry at some point, can you put number 1? I'm going to start with myself, guys. I'm going to put number 1 there. I got angry a number of times, nicely angry, like, oh my gosh, Enos, you stopped doing this. Enos, you need to do this. Enos, you need to get back to this. Enos, you are sloppy on this. Enos, you know what I mean? And that's the aim of this meeting. To get each and every one of us here, because we are on this journey together, guys. I'm not on the side watching you. I'm not here to motivate anybody. I'm not here to tell you, go do it. You bet some of you are going to get emergency meetings after this Zoom ends. Some of you are going to get emergency meetings. You'll forgive me. Some of you, I'm going to call you almost midnight. You'll forgive me if you are too tired. You simply ignore my call. But I personally got the wake-up call. And I hope you have picked something from these giants that have spoken, and you are taking action from that so that you can grow. I mean, how sad if someone misses ego because of supervisor. How sad would that be? I mean, come on. You don't want to do that. After everything that was shared here, you don't want to do that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't allow yourself to do that. And I want to underline something, guys. Recruitment. We've seen it mentioned by everyone here. Recruitment. And I'm going to share a recruitment challenge. And when I was thinking about a recruitment challenge, I was like, Enos, what recruitment challenge can you share with the managers? And you know what's tough to share a challenge with the managers? Because you are all on different levels. So some of you, the recruitment challenge which I'm going to share is going to be like, Enos, I mean, are you serious? Why are you even calling that a challenge? Why are you thinking small? Because of where you are. And some of you will say, can I do it? Can I really make it? Now, for those of you who will feel like, can I do it? Can I really make it? The challenge is for you. And for those of you that what I'm going to share is like, obviously, Enos, I mean, come on. Then you set your own bigger challenge. As Safe said, you'll have the general goal and then we'll have the one-on-one. Now, that one-on-one you set for yourself. You go deeper and ask yourself, where am I and where do I want to go? And how am I maximizing this? So this meeting, by the way, this meeting is 95% an emergency meeting, this meeting. So as much as we have structures and all that and plans and blah, blah, blah and all that, I mean, be okay to be random. If you get an idea, act on it quickly. I'm just thinking, I don't know, if you got value from this meeting, if you feel awakened from this meeting, can you imagine if this meeting did not happen? Do you know what it took this meeting to happen? It took Dr. Eliza checking on numbers and being blown away by the sad reality And then she did not just say, oh my God, we've lost egos. No, she went an extra mile, like, okay, I'm going to analyze everything and then we're going to do something about it. And then she recognized the need for working together as a team. So she shared with me, hey, I need to share with you some numbers. And this meeting happened after that. And when the idea came for this meeting, guess what? I didn't come here and train myself. No. I'm just a host. Again, teamwork came in. Amazing leaders came in. And they've poured their heart out, guys. They've poured, all of them poured their heart out. From the heart, they spoke. So these ideas that are floating in your mind right now, get to implement them, my leaders. Get to implement them. Now, let me finish up with an ego boost challenge. I call it an ego boost challenge. And this, if you don't have even a single supervisor and you don't take this challenge, oh my God, you are giving up on the very possibility. Take this challenge. It's a kind of a simple challenge. And I know, as I said, some of you are like, Enos, you're joking. Recruit 10 people up to February. Recruit 10 people up to February. For some of you, it will be recruit 10 people up to January. But if you recruit less than 10 people up to February, and I know we normally have about a 20 to 30% success rate of creating supervisors. So if you have 0 supervisors right now, when you start to build up the momentum of you recruiting up to 10 people by February, you will create supervisors out of those. You will. And I've shared kind of an idea for this month of December, starting from today. Don't count the ones you've recruited. Starting from today, recruit 2 to 5 people before we close the year. Starting from today. For some of you, from today until we close the year, we're going to recruit 10. For some of you, you had already closed the recruiting for this year. You are done with your business. You are just waiting for the Christmas fun next Thursday. Well, I want to blow that bubble, burst that bubble a little bit and say, can you challenge yourself to recruit 2 to 5 people by the end of the year? And then when it comes January, do you know January is one of the easiest months to recruit? January. Everybody out there is looking for an opportunity. Everybody out there is looking for a way. Everybody out there. So if you recruit less than 5 people in January, by the way, that's nice bonus there as well. But I can tell you from your recruits of December and January, you will generate 2 to 3 supervisors just from your December and January recruits. You will get 2 to 3 supervisors. February, 3 to 5 again. February. Just make sure your total is 10. Just make sure your total is 10. You have got 10 brand new supervisors. 10 brand new assistant supervisors. That is 20 CCs new. That is you looking at those supervisors and applying what Giver shared, what Dharma shared, what Safe and Warder shared, and definitely you're going to nail it. So my leaders, who is taking the Ego Boost Challenge here? I am definitely taking that. I wish there was a way we could go and recognize people. You know what? We'll probably not have any kind of a recognition. And you just need to recognize yourself and say, I'm going for this. I'm personally taking it. I am taking it, guys. I can tell you. And if you take this, let me assure you, you will not start January casually. You will start January like a winner. You won't start January getting yourself ready. January will find you ready and on fire and growing. So I'm taking the Ego Boost Challenge. And in closing, with everything that we are doing, do not forget to put God first. Do not forget. I know Ellie Giver and our team, they fast every Thursday for their business and their lives. Every Thursday they fast. Dharma, he was sharing, he was training us, and he was telling us how the business goals caused him to pray more. Everybody has elements of prayers when they are going for these big goals. Warder and Safe, we travel with them. We are in different countries and they will disappear. because they've gone out to pray. That focused. So leaders, if we put in our mind and our effort and we work like crazy and we put God first, guys, there's only one thing that awaits you: success. That's it. And I hope and pray, and I really speak words of prayers to each and every one here. Do not give up on your ego. Push that ego. If right now you only have 100 cc for your ego, you can still achieve that ego. If you became a manager last month, you can achieve that ego. We have got Giver here who achieved the ego in 4 months. So nothing is impossible. You put in the work, and God forbid, should you put in the crazy work and then you don't make it to ego, you know what's going to happen? You will finish the next ego in 4 or 5 months because of the momentum that you have created. As a bonus, for those going for chairman's bonus, if you can challenge yourself to requalify for Kaplan with non-manager CCs, requalify for Kaplan with non-manager CCs, your first quarter, January, February, March, requalify Kaplan with non-manager CC. That means your first 3 months, you have already done 300 CCs. Your first 3 months. Those 700 CCs that are waited for in December, they will be done by the time you are getting back from Dubai. And of course, your ego will also be done without a doubt. So amazing leaders. I could talk on and on. And I blame the panelists, because the panelists, I mean, they spoke from their heart. They touched my heart. So once again, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. 100+ egos are coming. Can I get an amen for that? Can I get an amen for the 123 egos that are coming? I can see you there, 123 egos that are coming. Can I get an amen for that? And I want to say once again, thank you so much for the panelists, guys. Honestly, you've exceeded my expectation. I'll be very frank and honest. You guys are just amazing. So thank you all so very much. And I wish you all the very, very best. I wish you all great success. And I wish you all an amazing close of the year. Let's not lose focus on the Ego Boost Challenge. Let's keep the focus and definitely see you at work. Thank you so much, amazing leaders. Thank you so much.
Recording stopped.